everybody, welcome back to a brand new video where today we've finally got the release date for Doctor Who Series 11 and it's on a Sunday! So yes, earlier today, just a few hours ago, we found out that Doctor Who Series 11 will air on the 7th of October, which is a Sunday. For the first time in Doctor Who history, a whole full series of Doctor Who will air on Sundays, at least in the UK. Of course, around the world it's kind of varying a bit, but we're focusing on the UK here. I'm from the UK, Doctor Who's British and all that. So yeah, it's a significant change, I think it's fair to say. This has never happened before in the show, as I say. Only the odd Christmas special that's ended up falling on a Sunday. That's the only time really that Doctor Who episodes ever aired on a Sunday. So it's a bit of a change up, and I personally think it's quite a good idea. So I'd actually discussed this several months back in, I think it was February. I did a video asking should Doctor Who air on a Sunday. And back then I also sort of thought it seemed a fairly reasonably good idea, particularly because I think fundamentally the problem is with Doctor Who airing in the autumn slot on BBC One, if it's a Saturday night, it always comes up against Strictly Come Dancing and gets pushed around by Strictly Come Dancing, as we saw in Series 8 and to a larger degree in Series 9, where the episodes were airing pretty much any time from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock, and it was all over the shop. Every single week was a different time, shifting later and later and later. Some episodes were finishing at like 9:30, which is just way too late for Doctor Who. And for it to just be shuffled around like that against Strictly, with Strictly always taking the priority and Doctor Who being sort of pushed out a bit there, I think really it's right to make that change, because otherwise the same thing was going to happen all over again, and it would show them not learning from the mistakes they made, because it's fair to say the viewing figures were not great for Series 9. No matter how you swing it, they really weren't that good. And I think to some degree the effect of the sort of scheduling effect was sort of blamed for that. So I do think, yeah, this is a really, really positive change. On a Sunday night, there's just more time, sort of more available time to fit it into the schedule. You've got Country File and you've got the Strictly Come Dancing results show, and that's about it in that sort of evening slot. So you can easily slot in Doctor Who, whether they put it really early at sort of tea time around 5:30. It's quite possible before Country File and Strictly results show. That'd mean going properly back old school 1960s style, having it at 5:30 to 6:20 or so, I would have thought, airing. I think what would be lovely, if they can manage it, is a consistent time at the very least, even if it is not a perfectly ideal time. But at least if you could just have it the same time every single week, then everybody knows that's when the time is to sit down and watch Doctor Who. You know, if it's 7 o'clock, if it's 8 o'clock, if it's 6 o'clock or 5:30, whatever, you know, this is the time, I turn on my TV and Doctor Who will be there. That's what I think is very important, rather than every week it shifts 5 or 10 minutes or even half an hour one way or the other. I think that's where you can lose some of the overnight sort of viewers because of just not knowing exactly when it's going to be on. So hopefully giving them more room by having this sort of switching the days, I think will give it more opportunity to have a consistent start time, and hopefully obviously overall work in increasing the viewing figures. It's fair to say that a Sunday night, at least for the BBC, is very much considered more of the drama night than a Saturday night. Like, although Doctor Who's been airing on a Saturday night for a very long, well, since he came back, it's not in recent years really been considered the night to show a drama. Very much it's for family entertainment shows like Strictly Come Dancing and the sort of game shows, reality shows, whatever you want to call them, talent shows, whatever, those sort of family kind of entertainment shows. They were very much the stalwart of Saturday nights nowadays, and Doctor Who almost was a little bit out of place being on a Saturday night because nobody else was doing dramas. It just wasn't the night to show a drama. So I think it, in that way as well, makes sense to shift it to Sunday night, the drama nights. The idea that everybody goes out on a Saturday night and then everybody stays in on a Sunday night. So potentially that could help viewing figures as well. I just think this really is a genuinely very, very positive change for the show. Now I know some fans don't like change and, oh, it's a Sunday night, how are we going to handle it? But it's really not that bad. Just because it's 24 hours later, it really doesn't make that much difference, I think, in reality. You can watch it on iPlayer if you need to. If you can't watch it on a Sunday night or whatever, you're still going to have those options open, or you can record it or whatever. So it's not really limiting the audience, I don't think, in any way, sort of in that regard, which could have been a problem, but obviously isn't. And I just sort of like the idea that it kind of is the end of the week or the end of the weekend as well, sort of one last thing to look forward to before you go back to school or work, depending on where you're at. So I think that's quite a nice sort of idea behind it as well, and just kind of, obviously it's a bit of positive PR selling it with those sort of lines in the press releases, but I think it worked. I think it's genuinely true, and it is something to look forward to at the end of your weekend. So I really like that idea. And of course, with it being confirmed for the 7th of October, it does mean we're just 32 days, as of today I believe it is, away from Series 11, or 4 weeks on Sunday, so it really isn't long to go at all now. It's glad to finally have the release date. I do sense It was prompted by yesterday's little leak on iTunes Germany, I think it was, where the release date was accidentally revealed, and then the BBC threatened people who reported it with legal action, which seemed a little bit off, possibly. But there we go. So I sense, because that was kind of leaked anyway, it kind of prompted the BBC to just go, okay, we better finally tell them what it is. And so they did the following day, and now we know, 7th of October. Not long to go. But guys, I want to hear from you. Sundays. Is it good or not? Is that what you wanted? Are you happy to see it on a Sunday? Or would you preferred it to stick to a Saturday? Or would you wanted it on a Tuesday? I don't know. Just let me know, guys, if you think this is a good idea or a bad idea. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And on a slightly unrelated note, one other thing I just wanted to sort of float out as an idea and get your guys' opinions on it as well is I've been thinking about starting some sort of Doctor Who podcast sometime in the near future. Hopefully in time for Series 11 would be my idea. It would be a sort of weekly podcast that would be on YouTube, but probably also come on various podcasting apps and sort of websites a couple of days before that as well, where it'd be a weekly, maybe, I don't know, 45-minute sort of podcast discussion where hopefully the idea would be me and maybe a co-host kind of discussing all things Doctor Who past, present and future, hopefully getting in some sort of special guest each week, whether it's somebody linked to the show or whoever I can get involved with this idea. And I'd just love to sort of bring that kind of podcast element, because I do enjoy podcasts and I'd love to be able to sort of create one and leave one and really create an engaging and exciting podcast. So I'd love you guys to let me know, would you listen for a start? And if you've got any thoughts on what you'd love to hear in the podcast, any sort of opinions on content, ideas and anything like that, I'd really love to hear your guys' opinions, because I very much want it to be a podcast that's tailored to what you guys actually want to hear from me and any people I get on it. And also, if you would like to get involved as well, really do let me know. I'd love to sort of, if you want to be involved in any way, if it's being a guest, or if it's even the co-host, if you'd like to do that, do let me know in the comments below. I just love to hear what you guys have to say about this idea, because I'm really excited about it. I just kind of need to put it all together now. So do let me know in the comments below. But other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, follow me on Twitter at EMS_Productions for all the latest updates on new videos coming and my instant opinions on Doctor Who news if and when it comes. But other than that, I'll see you again very soon for another video. Bye!